Good afternoon. My name is Barbara Fuller, and as Chair of the Board, I welcome you to this October 21st, 2025 regular meeting of the Washtenaw County Board of Road Commissioners. Shelby Rockowick, our office coordinator, will describe how our meetings operate, how to access the agenda packet, and how people may participate remotely. Shelby.
There are multiple ways to make public comment during today's board meeting, whether you are joining us in person or virtually. If you are here in person and would like to make public comment, please fill out the sign-in sheet now. If you are joining us virtually, we will ask you to raise your hand at the appropriate time in the agenda. And now I'll turn it over to Chair Fuller.
Thank you, Shelby. I now call this October 21st, 2025 regular meeting to order and ask Shelby to call the roll.
Chair Barb Fuller.
Present.
Vice Chair Rod Green.
Present.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Present.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Present.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Present.
The following directors are in attendance. Managing Director Matt Washtenaw, Director of Engineering and County Highway Engineer Brent Schlack, Director of Operations Adam Lape, and Director of Finance Dan Ackerman.
Thank you. Please join us in Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved. Second.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the agenda is approved as presented. Today, we have 5 sets of minutes to approve. And I'll take this nice and slow, so stop me if you have any questions. May I have a motion to take the September 16th, 2025 closed session board meeting minutes from the table? This motion is not debatable.
So moved. Support.
Shelby, if you'd please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the September 16th, 2025 closed session board meeting minutes have been taken from the table and are up for consideration. May I have a motion to accept the September 16th, 2025 closed session board meeting minutes accepted as revised? This meeting was regarding the TPOAM collective bargaining agreement. Minutes have been distributed to the commissioners at their places.
So moved. Second.
Any additions, deletions, or corrections to those? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the September 16th closed session board meeting minutes are accepted as revised. Next, may I have a motion to accept the October 7th special meeting minutes? The minutes appear on pages 3 to 5 of the packet.
So move. Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the October 7th special meeting minutes are accepted as presented. Next, may I have a motion to accept the October 7th closed session minutes during the special meeting? This particular meeting was convened to review the managing director's annual performance appraisal. These minutes also have been distributed separately to the board members.
So moved. Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the October 7th closed session special meeting minutes are accepted as presented. May I have a motion to accept the October 7th, 2025 regular board meeting minutes? They appear on pages 6 through 16 of the packet.
So
moved. Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the October 7th, 2025 regular board meeting minutes are accepted as presented. Last, may I have a motion to accept the October 7th, 2025 closed session minutes during the regular board meeting. This meeting was to discuss pending litigation for Carver versus the Washtenaw County Road Commission. These minutes also have been distributed separately to the board members.
So moved.
Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the October 7th closed session minutes during the regular board meeting are accepted as presented. Next, we have time set aside to hear from our County Commissioner Liaison, Caroline Sanders of District 4. I don't see her. Ms. Tiffany, is she with us?
No, Madam Chair.
All right, we will move on. We have a fun item today on our agenda. It is regarding the retirement of one of our valued employees, Commissioner McCollum. if you
Madam
read.
Chair, I move whereas Daniel Graw has served as a valuable full-time employee of the Washtenaw County Road Commission since October 25th, 2005, and has decided to retire on October 29th, 2025 to enjoy time with his family and friends. And whereas Daniel Graw has contributed 20 years of knowledge and experience as a heavy truck driver, which has greatly benefited Washtenaw County Road Commission, the residents of the Washtenaw County, and the traveling public. And whereas, having provided 20 years of faithful and valuable service to the Washtenaw County Road Commission, his presence will be greatly missed. Now therefore be resolved that the Washtenaw County Road Commission thank, acknowledge, and commend Daniel Graw for his dedicated service and wish him continued good health, happiness, and success in all his future endeavors.
Thank you, Commissioner. This motion will be formally adopted on the consent agenda to follow, but we wanted to put this up early in the agenda so all of you could get back to work. If you join us up here, please. Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, yes, in front of. Everybody come to the middle there, all the commissioners and.
You got your nice
Fancy to go on your workbench.
No, my
This is
workbench.
for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on in. Oh, I'll go over here.
You're gonna balance. Here.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
All right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you. And so we'll go this way now. Everybody.
There and face this way. We do a group picture.
Oh,
Tiffany has to go up there to get it.
oh,
All right.
I'm here.
So if you just step right back here.
Thank you.
Everybody come on in.
Get the gang around it.
Everybody gets the gang around them. Everybody gets in the picture, please.
In the middle.
In the middle.
Yes.
There you go, right there. And then everybody's like, kind of like behind you, stepped up. Our vertically challenged folks, can you come to the front? Folks who are a little bit on the, not as tall. Squeeze in some, sir. Can you come on in and squeeze in? I need to see, and I like to see faces. I don't want to see you hiding. I see a hat back. Uh-huh. No, no, no. Okay. No, no. You gotta come out. Let's see you there. Come on, move over, Todd. Over. There you go. There you go. Okay, I can see everybody's face. Hold on. I want all faces. One second. Okay, I'm gonna do about 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Joey. Move over, Joey. Over near Todd. You gotta get over near Todd. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. No, one more, Joey. There you go. I still got you. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Yes, I do. No, I got it right here. I got it right here.
Tiffany has it.
You should hear the rest of it. Oh, no. I'm gonna say, I think Erin has some on her desk, so I think Erin has some on her desk.
Who
so-
does?
Erin and Purvis.
Oh, my.
The sun should be up. So I.
Where are you?
Fred's on to it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sam, do you want to speak public comment?
No, I already put on there.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. All right. Next item on the agenda is public comment. This is the time set aside on the agenda to receive comments from the public. This is not intended to be a period for dialogue. Each person will be allotted 3 minutes to address the board, and Shelby will explain how people may be recognized to offer comments.
Since this is a hybrid meeting with both in-person and virtual attendees, we will take turns between those attending in person and virtually. For virtual attendees, we have provided some instructions on the screen on how to participate and make public comments. If you're attending this meeting virtually and would like to make public comment, please raise your hand now. If you dialed into the meeting from your phone, you can raise your hand by dialing *9. Our communications manager, Tiffany Oliphant, will unmute virtual participants with raised hands one at a time and will announce your username or last 4 digits of your phone number when it's your turn to speak. Please share your name and address before beginning your comments.
Thank you, Shelby.
At this time, there's no public comment.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. We will move on to written communications appearing on pages 17 through 19 of the board meeting packet. Commissioners, anything you wish to draw our attention to? Seeing none, we will move on. There was no public comment, so we don't have any needed follow-up. New business on the consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items 1 through 4 as presented? The motions appear on page 20 to 23, background on pages 24 through 30.
So,
Commissioner, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
So moved. Second.
Support? All right. Discussion. Commissioner McCollum.
Yes, I just, if you may, Managing Director, just have a comment on the Tuttle Hill Road speed limit review request to MSP.
Absolutely.
Please.
Thank you. The question is regarding consent item number 4, Tuttle Hill Road Speed Limit Review Request to MSP. That's on page 22 and 23 of the board packet. The resolution is on 23. This is a follow-up to our public information meeting regarding the Tuttle Hill and Merritt intersection. There were some concerns raised relating to speed. As we all know, speed limit law is somewhat complicated and involved. As part of changing a speed limit, you have to make a request to Michigan State Police. That would be MSP, the reference. Excuse me. They would like an official resolution from both the road commission and the township. So we're taking action today is the intent, and then we'll forward this resolution on to the township for their next step. So we're hopeful that they will take that. However, I will caution Michigan State Police, it does take a lot of time to go through this process. They don't have a lot of resources to dedicate to this endeavor. Oftentimes it takes months, if not years, for them to get a response. So,
Thank you.
yep.
Any other items you wish to address? Commissioner Green?
Just asking about the Tuttle Hill review. Is there a cost associated with that and who pays for it?
No cost.
No cost. All right, thank you.
So nobody pays for it.
If there were to be a change, the road commission would gladly replace the signs necessary. So that's the only cost that comes to mind.
Thank you.
Yep.
Question. All right, if there's no further questions about the consent agenda items, Shelby, if you'd please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the consent agenda items 1 through 4 are adopted as presented. We have 2 action items to consider today. May I have a motion to approve action item number 1, authorizing the managing director to execute the sale of the Washtenaw County Road Commission property in Sharon Township being sold to 52 Minerals. The purchase agreement was approved at our July 15th, 2025 regular meeting. The motion itself appears on page 32.
Madam Chair, the Board of County Road Commissioners for the County of Washtenaw, the board hereby authorizes consent to the following resolution. Recognize that the Board of County Road Commissioners for the County of Washtenaw previously approved the sale of real property commonly known as vacant land M52, Manchester, Sharon Township, Michigan, 48158, tax parcel number 015-11-400, I'm sorry, that's 015-11-400-002, and 6900 M52, Manchester, Sharon Township, Michigan, 48158, tax parcel number 015-11-400-005. Together, the property to 52 Minerals LLC, a Michigan Limited Liability Company buyer, in accordance with the terms and conditions of the agreement to sell and buy real property executed between the company and buyer dated effectively July 16th, 2025, purchase agreement. Resolved that Matthew Washtenaw, Managing Director of the Board of County Road Commissioners for the County of Washtenaw, is hereby authorized for and on behalf of the board to execute and deliver such instruments as are contemplated by the purchase agreement, including without limitation the warranty deed, closing statement, seller's affidavit, and other closing documents, and to execute and deliver such other and further instruments and to take such other and further action as he deems necessary or desirable to consummate the transactions contemplated by the purchase agreement and to carry out the purpose of the foregoing resolutions. Further be it resolved that Matthew Washtenaw is authorized to direct payment of the proceeds of the sale and to take such other actions as execute and deliver such other documents as he determines to be necessary or desirable to carry out the sale of said property.
Support.
Thank you. Discussion. I have one question. The board approved the purchase agreement on the 15th of July. I assume it was signed the next day?
That's correct.
Okay, just to make sure our dates are in agreement there.
Yep.
Okay. Other questions or comments? All right, Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs,
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, action item number 1 is approved as presented. Next, may I have a motion to approve action item number 2 to approve the 2025 revision of the Washtenaw County Road Commission Safety Handbook as presented at the September 16th, 2025 working session, with a special thanks to Craig Timmer, our Washtenaw County Road Commission, he's not here. Road Commission Safety Coordinator. He was here for the picture. He's gone now. The motion appears on page 33.
Madam Chair, upon the recommendation of the Directors of Operations, Human Resources Manager, and the concurrence of the Managing Director, the Board hereby approves the revised WCRC Safety Handbook.
Support.
Discussion. I was impressed as all get out by the safety handbook. I do not remember, Matt, you may, the predecessor to this one, but it was very comprehensive. I learned a lot from it, and I want to congratulate everybody who had a hand in pulling this together and refining it, especially to Craig Timmer, who probably spearheaded this whole thing, did he not?
He did, absolutely. The credit goes to him, but there was a lot of folks that helped him along the way, and thank you for that.
Yeah, it's 31 pages long, so if you got a question about how we deal with safety, I think it's probably in here.
Should be
somewhere.
covered. Be covered.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Yamas.
So I did notice in the handbook also that we cover employees yearly on the policy, but the policy of immediately contacting they're made aware of everything that's upcoming, right? And changes in the safety.
Yes.
Thank
so-
you, because it is a well put together book.
Yeah, so once this board action takes place, then we will get distributing electronically, and then we also will have sign off on all employees that they've received a copy and have read through, and we'll have to talk through the changes with staff, of course, and train and update them. But this has been a big work in progress, so after the board takes action, then we'll be implementing and sharing with staff.
Thank you.
Yep.
If there's nothing further, Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the 2025 revision of the safety policy handbook is adopted. We will move on to reports of the road commissioners, starting with Commissioner McCollum.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On October 8th, I attended the in-person public information meeting regarding and including the installation of rectangular rapid flashing beacons and crosswalk pavement markings at the intersection of Total Road and Merritt Road in Ypsilanti Township. The meeting was very well attended, and there were many good questions and concerns from the residents and constituents. And the road commission team really helped with every question that was asked. They gave an explanation, and it was very clear. So I really thought that was a very good meeting. Also, the Washtenaw County Parks and Rec meeting was canceled this month for lack of agenda items, so I don't have a report for them. And this concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Yamas.
No report.
Commissioner Smurs.
October 8th, I was the commissioner on chat. We had one participant that had concerns about a tree overhanging the road. It's been inspected and it appears to be safe, so. There's very quick response by the road commission. So, thank you. That concludes my report.
All right, Commissioner Green.
No report.
I will report that on October 8th, I too attended the public meeting regarding the Tuttle Hill Road at Merritt Road intersection improvements. The meeting was very well attended by the public. Commissioner McCollum and I were present from the board. Washtenaw County Road Commission staff did an excellent job of coordinating the session, presenting background, and responding to questions. Staff in attendance were Matt McNamara, our managing director, Aaron Burkholz, our assistant managing Director of Engineering, Brent Schlack, our Director of Engineering, Michelle Ford, who is Director of Public Safety, Traffic and Safety, Tiffany Oliphant, our Communications Manager, and Dawn Poinier, our Communications Assistant. On October 15th, I donated blood at the Washtenaw County Road Commission Blood Drive and want to thank everyone who participated in that. I think while I was there that morning, there were at least 3 other members of the staff from this organization that were donating. On October 15th, then I also was on a call for the chat session. We had no visitors. And October 18th, I attended the bi-monthly Dexter Forum, gave a brief update on questions regarding the roads that were presented 2 weeks prior, and noted that our managing director will be present at the Dexter Forum on November 1st. And that concludes my report. Staff reports and updates appear on pages 34 through 51. I'll turn it over to Matt.
Thank you, Chair Fuller. I'll start out by asking if you have any questions on the reports. We had a number of reports, including communications, human resources, operations, permits, traffic and safety, and the WCRC fix-it. So there's a lot of material there. Any questions on that?
Questions or comments? I would just like to remark that HR, Human Resources, has done a beautiful job in expanding on the information that's being shared with the board as had been requested previously. Very helpful, very comprehensive. Thank you, Nicole. Anything else, folks? All right, we will move on, Matt, with your
Right.
people.
Absolutely. Starting us off is the engineering report, Brent Schlack.
Hello, good afternoon. Brent Schlack, Director of Engineering. First, we'll let Tiffany kind of get acclimated here. She's going to kind of follow along. First is just an update on the Tuttle Hill and Merritt public meeting that we had, and several items that we had indicated that we would move forward with. One of those was installing additional stop signs on the side street, which would be Merritt Road, to help those that we have seen some crashes where people are failing to yield. And so we want to put up some additional reminders for those coming off of Merritt Road. So along with that, we'll have the cross street does not stop signs that will go underneath those stop signs. Those were installed yesterday. So to just kind of update the board, we will be getting out an update. Communications has already started that update. So we'll be getting that update out this week with these improvements and all the others that we had planned on making here in the near future. Public meetings, we have a public meeting next week, October 28th at 11 a.m. for the Dixboro and Pontiac Trail roundabout. Sorry, Tiffany, I kind of threw this one in here last minute.
Curveball.
Yeah, curveball, yeah. I
Handle it.
I know. But I just wanted to make the board and public aware that we do have this public meeting. It's for our roundabouts, it's our design meeting, and that'll be virtual, and that's next week, October 28th at 11 a.m. And there it is, yes. Moving on to our active construction, Bemis Road, that's our reconstruction project. Between Stony Creek Road and Hitchingham. That road is opened, so paving and all the work is complete. We do have some minor punch list items that we'll be working through with the contractor, but roadway is open and it rides very nice. They did an excellent job.
Beautiful.
Brent, that was was it about $2 million job?
It was about a $2 million job, correct? Yep, millage job, millage funded project. So yes.
Millage and MTF.
And MTF, yeah. There was, lots of funds included in that project. Yes, that was a very successful millage and our own MTF funded project.
It took a while, but it's beautiful.
It did take a while, but we had some underlying soil issues and, of course, some things that were unforeseen where Tiffany's kind of going through some of those pictures now. And but it did turn out wonderful, and it'll be a product that will last us a long time. Our 2025 preventative maintenance, Dexter Pinckney Road, that's between the county line and Gregor. This road has been paved and we're just waiting on shoulders. This is a federal aid project. Earhart Road between Plymouth and M14. Again, another federal aid project. Paving and shoulders are complete and we're just waiting on the permanent signs. Holmes Road between Ford and Michigan Ave, that would be a business route US 12. This is a millage project. We had some concrete curb replacement and concrete work, sidewalk. That work is complete. We'll be performing some pavement repairs. And not to get into the weeds, we call those detail 7s and 8s. And then that'll be planned for next week. We'll be milling that project to then put the new surface on. The Warren Road Culvert, that's just west of Dixboro and Ann Arbor Township. This was through a stormwater grant with the Water Resource Commission and Township Agreement. The contractor has set that aluminum box, which now is considered a bridge because of the span. And they're continuing to backfill that. So that structure has been set and they're continuing with the backfill.
That was too big for our forces, right?
Yes, we contracted that one out, correct. Our local road agreements, so Dexter Chelsea Road, that's within the city of Chelsea. Also, there was a portion within our jurisdiction, basically from just east of Freer to Savannah Lane in the city of Chelsea. This had a couple of portions that some were pulverized and another portion was milled. The pulverization portion of this project was pulverized and paved, and the milling section is being paved this week.
And Brent, this was in cooperation with the city of Chelsea.
It is, yes.
You know, we had an agreement come to the board previously.
Yeah, we have a federal aid project that goes from, oh gosh, from that point east of Freer to Dancer, I believe. And it's just a continuation. So because of and not to get into the details of some of it, but because of the federal aid, it's rural funds that we're using for federal aid. Once you get east of Freer, it becomes urban because it's small urban and we can't mix those dollars together. So we had to stop our project east of Freer, but the pavement it was in dire need of replacement. So we continued that project in a local project and then formed an agreement with the city of Chelsea to continue because they saw value in having the contractor out there as well to continue within the city of Chelsea. So it'll be a great project once it's all complete throughout Dexter Chelsea Road.
Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
Madam Chair. Brent, so for the detour, there's a reason why you can't use North Freer Road?
Yes, because our project actually goes just east of Freer.
The one-
Yeah, so so we couldn't use Freer Road as part of that detour.
So that is,
Yeah, so so that red portion should extend just a little bit
Okay.
beyond Freer
okay.
to the
okay,
east of
yeah,
Freer, yeah,
yeah.
and so that's why.
Oftentimes we're having to detour known truck routes.
Yeah, that's another.
So Freer Road is
Okay.
right where the high school and it's a
Okay,
residential
so you
area.
wouldn't use
so
that
you-
anyway.
You don't,
Yes.
you don't.
We
want
would
truck-
not.
Yeah.
We would
Yeah,
got
the city road.
about that. Yeah. So, and this one's open to traffic now.
It is, yes, yes,
So
thank
this
you.
was
Matt.
the detour.
That
It's
was-
open
Okay,
to
that-
traffic.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Yep. Timber Ridge, that's in York Township. That's a special assessment district that was in partnership with the residents that live within Timber Ridge and York Township. Unfortunately, last report that I gave to the board, I'd indicated that they would be milling and paving that. Well, the schedule changed shortly after I reported that to you. And the contractor is milling it this week and they'll be paving it towards the end of this week. So just wanted to update the board on that.
So just a little delay, right?
Yeah, just a
Change.
couple week delay. Right. They wanted me to come up and talk about it again. Hawthorne Ridge and Boulder Ridge in Pittsfield Township. Again, this was through Pittsfield Township agreement. The milling is planned within both those subdivisions next week. So aside from that, we're continuing marching through our 26, and as Tiffany explained this morning, we're into 27 and 28 projects, and those are the tabs that Tiffany has developed. So aside from that, that concludes my report, unless there's any questions.
One question.
Commissioner Green?
Was the Bemis Road project, was that contracted out?
It was contracted out. E.T. McKenzie was the contractor for that project. Yes.
So, help me to understand, when is a project contracted out and when is something done in-house?
Yeah, that's a great question. If it involves state or federal funds, it's absolutely contracted out. It's
Okay.
bid through MDOT. If it's a locally project, locally funded, meaning millage and MTF, we have the option to perform that work. In general, anytime we're doing paving, we're gonna contract it out.
Okay.
So we don't have a paving crew. What we can do is some of the culvert replacements. So those smaller structures that our crews, our heavy equipment crew can do. Warren, for example, That one involved a crane and it was quite large and substantial. And our crews are very busy doing other
Right.
culverts that we elected to not contract that out, or to contract that out and not do that with our own forces. So it's something that Brent and Adam work very closely on what we have the capacity and the capability of doing. But if it involves paving, that's a contractor.
And when it's an MDOT project, are we then bound by their contractor that they select?
Yes.
Yes.
So they have a pre-qualified contractor list. Everyone's got to get pre-qualified, meaning they have the skills and the resources and the bonding capacity to do the work. And then they get competitively bid by the state of Michigan. And then ultimately, we have to take the low bid on that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yep. All right, and just to note, our crews they have their hands in all of our projects in some manner. So they're prepping our projects ahead of time to assist with, clearing the ditches or maybe pulling back some of that, we call it the country curb, to try and help move a lot of our local projects ahead, even if we have a contractor involved.
Amen.
Yep.
Thank
Good
you.
question.
Thank you.
And we're what, a month away from the theoretical end of construction season?
Yes. Yeah, we're coming up quickly to our typical seasonal shutdown. And so they're feverishly working out there, working lots of hours to try and get through our project lists. Yes.
Because the asphalt plants close, right?
Yeah, typically the asphalt plants close normally around November 15th is the date they like to. We have seen in the few years where they've extended it into December. They don't like to do that, but sometimes projects get pushed to that and they're potentially under liquidated damages if they don't complete some of those projects. So that's why and then if the weather is cooperative, right?
Right.
But yeah, we're quickly approaching that
End of
timeframe.
another construction season.
Another end of yeah.
Any other questions for Brent? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Next we have up Adam Lape, who's joining us virtually, and then we have Mr. Powers as well, if technology fails us, or if we need that's right. He's ready. He's ready.
Adam.
Hello there. Good afternoon, everybody. Jared, I think, is probably making his way up there. Jared Powers can introduce himself. He's Assistant Superintendent of Maintenance there.
He's very eager to step to the microphone.
I'm sure I'm probably going to pay for this. And then
I'm Jared
myself.
Powers, Assistant Superintendent.
All right, he's going to introduce himself, Adam.
I'm Jared Powers, Assistant Superintendent Operations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jared. And as I said, good afternoon. Appreciate everybody using the technology. This is Adam Lape, Director of Operations. We're at the Winter Operations Conference here in essentially Bel Air, Michigan at the Shanty Creek Resort. So we're kind of full on snow and ice and winter maintenance right now. And that's pretty much what we just talked about and how Brent kind of wrapped things up. We're kind of in a whole nother season. So Jared can give some of the notes here, but essentially we've paused on a little bit of maintenance here over the last few weeks to get into dry run, and we'll talk on some of the training stuff.
All right, Jared, you're on.
Sure. Well, we obviously are just doing some routine maintenance type stuff right now. Like Adam said, we do our dry run and winter maintenance training stuff. So on our dry run stuff, I don't know how familiar you guys are, but we go through everything and all the equipment and prep everything for winter and go through. And so each crew will get a week's worth of time, roughly, depending on how big the crew is and how much equipment they have. Go through it all, get everything prepped and ready. And we actually have an inspection. We go through and we inspect all the stuff to make sure everything's operational, everything's working. So we're most of the way through that. We got a couple crews left to do.
Okay.
And we'll get those inspected. We also did our update on our winter maintenance training. That was on the 17th. So that was our drivers and operators from year 4 to
Wait,
just-
stop. What is that? Tell us again.
So it's our, we discuss, so we go over a lot of different things. So we have it, different classes from like our new hires for the first 4 years, and we go from years like 4 to 10, and then we can go longer than that if we want for guys that have been here longer than that. Basically, for these guys, it's more of a refresher, I guess you could call it. The new people, it's a training to trying to teach them what they can expect out there when we're doing winter maintenance. And so, 'cause some of these guys have never been through that and never experienced it, so it's kind of a whole nother animal. These guys have, because they've been here. So this is more of a refresher, I guess, pretty much, how we like to use the salters, when we want to, how we order the salt and the materials for winter, how we like to place them and why we want to use liquid and salt, and just to go over it all with them. That way, if anybody has any questions or is confused about what we expect or how we want them to do it, just so we're trying to more on the same page. We felt that each crew was doing it a little bit different at times, and so we were trying to make it more standard for everybody. And so that way, if there was any questions, they're all in the same room together, and we go over all that stuff with them. It seems to work pretty good. The new people really liked it a lot for our new hire stuff when we did that one, because like I said, a lot of them have no experience with the road type work as far as salting and winter maintenance. So
Can I also add in, Jared, maybe you could speak to this, little bit of a change in dynamic as well. Years ago, there was a directive on you will apply this, whereas now it's more training and empowering the operators to be more reactive to what's going on in front of them, because it can vary countywide. We could have nothing happening up in Chelsea,
happens a lot.
and then Augusta, you're having a snow squall. So maybe you can speak to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are weather patterns, even in the time I've been here 15 years, and it's changed immensely. I think our weather patterns, even then, we used to have, once it started snowing, we usually had snow in the whole county kind of thing. Now it seems to be really hit and miss, right? It could be snowing like crazy in Chelsea, and in Ann Arbor, it's not doing anything. So we're trying to make our guys aware that this is what we need it to look like. This is what we expect it to look like. And so that way we're not having to, tell the whole group that, because we don't want those people doing that. If it's not doing anything down there, we want those people to do. So that way they can do it upon themselves and say, I think I need to do this. And so again, we're still there to oversee it. But I want all of our drivers to, to have some control over what they're doing and to know how to do it. And they brought up some good points. Like they had in this group, these guys recommended additional time to go over like our wing plows and training on the wing plows, because obviously that stuff's all fairly new when it comes to a lot of these people. And we've had wing plows for a while now, but a lot of these guys have not had wing plow trucks. So we're just now kind of rotating through them and getting rid of some of our older trucks that didn't have them.
Yeah.
And so now all these other outside yards are getting wing plows as well. And so they part of the benefit of this is when we're sitting there, they wanted to go over more of that. So that's a good thing to hear, good feedback to have, so we can do that, and it makes people feel comfortable using that sort of stuff.
How do you train in this kind of weather with wing
I mean,
plows?
it's more of a sit down, it's not so much hands-on training type right now. You would have to wait, and if people have specific things they want to train on, we'd have to help them, as we're doing that later on in the season. But this is more of a question and answer type stuff, and show them examples of the past stuff. I mean, we have pictures and videos of other stuff that we've damaged and crashes, or, look at the road, this picture of this road, and we don't want it to look like this, and this is why. Good examples, like when we're going over bridges, to slow down, so you're not throwing the snow over top of the bridge onto the 94, for example, a Z road here. We've had that happen before. We've had cars damaged underneath, because they were going too fast and throwing snow over top of the railing. So that's just one example of things to go over. So we've had pictures of that and showing and explaining how this is how this happened, and this is why we don't want to do this, so it's more of a question and answer type stuff and just learning that way. And then if they have specific things for a driver that wants, then we will have to obviously go out there and do it out in the field. But we can train on the plow stuff even now, some, whether it's down in our pit or we're out on the road, our gravel road, and teach them the blades and the wing plows and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's not 100% the same as snow, but it gives you the basic understanding. It's the same thing we do with our new hires when we do our drive test. We take them down to our pit, we make them operate the blade and put a windrow and smooth the windrow out and try it out just to know they have the common sense and the knowledge that they can handle that part of it.
And just recently, we've had simulators as well.
Yes, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
do we rent those or?
So we work with the state of Michigan. They have
Mhm.
availability. We can schedule those.
Hmm.
Yep.
Huh.
I got to drive one last year.
Joanne's gonna want
I
to.
didn't do well.
We'll schedule you up.
Interesting. Yeah.
No, one of the great things when I participated, I learned a lot in last year's round of classes. It's a good interaction, setting expectations of what you expect, but also explaining why
Yeah.
and the reasons behind. So it's a lot of education that goes into it.
A lot of our guys, our employees, and even the public, may not understand. There's a lot that goes into winter maintenance. It's not as easy as just putting a blade down, pushing the snow off the road, and throwing some salt down. So there's a lot to it. A lot of different things, temperature and the amount of traffic and wind and what the day's going to bring after that. If it's going to get really cold after that, like you got to look out ahead of time. So there is a lot to it, but again, we try our best to be consistent throughout the county, and we try to explain how we have our primary routes and our secondary routes and our gravels and why we do it that way. And so it's a learning curve for a lot of people, but once they go through it and once they get their hands on it, they realize why we like to talk about it and get in front of it. So that's all I have for operations. That's about all we've been doing here in the last little bit is dry run and that sort of training. So we'll be shortened. By next week, we should be about done with that, and then we'll get back to doing more routine activities type stuff. So we're pretty much done with all our project-based stuff for a few odds and ends on the some leftover stuff for some of the township that wanted to do some stuff with some extra money left over, and they're adding a few things here and there. So other than that, we're pretty much done with our busy part of the construction type stuff for the projects. So
Any other questions for Jared or for Adam?
All right. Thank you, Jared
Jared?
and Adam.
thanks, you too.
Thanks, Jared.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, last
Yes,
up
Jared
is
has been busy
finance.
lately.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Board. Dan Ackerman, Director of Finance. Like to start off by saying I actually have a retirement date of January 7th, 2027. And
How many days till
that's,
then?
I don't know, there's supposedly tickers like you can track how many Mondays you have. And anyway, I've not gone there, but be curious. So it's the organization's desire as well as mine to have as smooth of a transition as possible. And certainly there's a lot of things I go through the course of the year end, audit season, all our different budget phases, all these reports and things I have to prepare, the Act 51 report and reporting for the state of Michigan. So I'm pleased to announce that my replacement is here, and her name is Connie Compula, sorry. Go ahead, yeah. So. I made you think about it too. That's funny. I'm still working on pronouncing her last name, so I apologize. But, she did, the board met her this morning, but for those of you that weren't here, I just wanted to put a face with a name, and she brings a wealth of experience from other municipalities. She was an auditor as well, so definitely, we'll be able to help right out of the gate with all the year-end stuff and preparing for our audit. And, she's met the staff, and it's already going very well. And we are just very thankful that she's here with us. So definitely reach out to her and make her feel welcome. And we're really excited about it. So. Besides that, it is budget season. Dry run, budget season, kind of around the same time. So next week I will be meeting, and Connie as well, we'll be meeting with the departments and going over departmental budgets. And as a reminder, we'll be presenting two budgets to the board, one for year end 2025, as well as the initial budget for 2026. So definitely a lot of things for us to talk about, and that'll be at a working session in November. We also have some project meetings as well, because projects, as you know, is a big piece of the budget process. So Brent has scheduled a meeting to talk about not only what projects may involve carryover from 2025, but as well as the initial projects from 2026. You know, you did see that we are anticipating more Michigan transportation funds with the what was approved in Lansing, which is great. We're not sure exactly what that means yet until we start seeing any increases coming in. We may hold off on a little bit of that until, you know, we start getting those receipts in. And I've talked to Brent, and, you know, it presents some good problems potentially. Obviously, more revenues means we can accomplish more projects, maybe purchase more equipment, and all the things that we kind of talked to you about. So certainly staff is cognizant of this, and we'll have things ready to go once we do see what sort of increase this means. So it's definitely, we are aware of all that, but you may not see a whole lot of that with our initial budget from 2026. Again, you know me, we're pretty conservative with these things, and but obviously we're planning for it too. It's just you may not see it until maybe even the first quarter, but we'll see. So. Any questions on any of that at all, or? Okay. Besides that, I've been heavily involved with Acumatica meetings, the new financial software. It's going a little slower than I thought, but there's a lot. It's difficult when you're the first agency on a financial software. They don't have any road commissions, and so we have discovery meetings where, you know, we're discovering the software, but then they're discovering how we do business and how we handle our accounting and all the various reports and so on. So I think that presents some challenges for us, but certainly we will get there. Staff is very, continues to be optimistic about it, and we'll continue to meet. There's also been a lot of great questions that staff has had. I shared with you the sandbox with the test data is available to a majority of staff. So they've been doing some testing, and of course that generates further questions, but it's just going to take some time. We want to do it right. We want to make sure that we're ready to go when we implement, and you know, we'll get there. But like I said, it's just kind of discovering each other, I guess, right now with all of that. So we also have started preparing some of our final township billings, believe it or not. So Jamie in finance prepared several of them recently, and we've actually been able to send some out. So it's nice to wrap those up sooner rather than later, and hopefully receive payment in this year and all that kind of good stuff. So, but that seems to be going well. And then lastly, I think I shared with the board probably several months ago, we had to submit for we received the pension grant. And as a part of receiving the pension grant, there was some reporting that we had to provide to the state of Michigan, kind of similar to, you know, the other reporting for pension and OPEB and all that kind of good stuff. I did receive that a notice of compliance from the state, which is great. So we don't have to file a waiver for our pension. There's no other actions we have to do with this at this time. It'll be an annual thing, at least for a few years. But you know, so you know, just happy to report that we've made it through all the various reporting we had to do for our, again, pension and OPEB, at least for this year. So we'll see next year. Again, it'll be an ongoing thing, but I was pleasantly surprised. It was a fairly quick turnaround. As I've shared with you, sometimes it takes, you know, 6 months or longer for the state to report back. So it was nice that they were able to process this pretty quickly. And, you know, so we feel good that we're in full compliance and there are no issues with this.
So we don't have to request waivers
Nope.
going forward?
It'll be a year-to-year thing based on funding levels and so on, but for this year, we do not.
So that was what, a 4 or 5 year process to kind of
Right.
get out of that lane?
Exactly, yeah.
Good job, Dan.
Thank you. And that's it.
Other questions for Dan? No?
Congratulations.
Okay.
All right.
Good
Check the
work.
box,
Good
Dan.
work. Yeah.
Check in the boxes, that's right.
Thank you, Dan. That concludes our report.
You're all set?
Yes.
Okay. I will, again, express appreciation for the graphics that were included in the communications reports that we continue to receive and the enhanced HR report. I'd also like to know what happened to the chicken. Whose chicken was it in the pictures? One seemed to be a white chicken and one seemed to be more of a colorized chicken. Did we have more than
There
one
was,
chicken?
there was someone that hitched a ride to work that shouldn't have been.
Sharon, did you bring a chicken to work?
It was Ken. I blame Ken.
Ken Harris, had some
It's Ken.
free range chickens that, went a bigger range than normal. So we did have, we had some fun with that, but everything turned out well. It was captured and detained to the end of the day, and sent
Safely.
home. Yes, safely. Yes,
Good to know.
yes, that was quite an adventure.
Too funny.
Yep.
A reminder, everyone, that the cybersecurity trainings need to be completed by the end of this month. I recommend you try to set aside about an hour to do those trainings. If you need help accessing it, I'm sure Matt or Chris and Josh can help you re-find that link. Our next board meeting is November 4th. We don't have a working session on November 4th. Commissioner Green is up for chat on October 22nd. Commissioner Yamas on October 29th. Commissioner McCollum, November 5th. Commissioner Smers, November 12th. And I'm up for chat on November 19th. Please note that on November 26th, there is no chat scheduled because we are closed in anticipation of Thanksgiving that next day. So we'll pick up chat again in December. If there is no further business to come before the board, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Support. Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smers,
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we are adjourned. See everybody November 4th at 1 o'clock. No working session that day. Thank you.